And I hate Triple H so much for what he's done, because he's put Sheamus over so much over the last few weeks, and you just say, like, why couldn't you put that effort in with other people, you know, and not just people who you're friendly with? Because I think he's done a really, really good job with Sheamus. Really good job. I think Sheamus is, without a doubt, I'd put anything I have on Sheamus winning this match.
Interesting. Okay. And I think, much like Brett and Vince, I think this should also go early in the show.
Yeah, very much. I'm interested to see in how Triple H protects Sheamus in the ring.
Yeah. Edge versus Chris Jericho for, which belt is that? That's the WWE. That's the world title.
That's the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah. I'm actually excited for this. Very excited for this match because of the build-up. And I think Edge will win it.
You think Edge is going over? Okay.
Edge will win it. Although I didn't like that stupid spear line, I have to say. It was really, really stupid.
Just the whole thing about building the feud around the spear, or a particular promo?
The particular, just getting this spear line going.
Yeah.
I did like the build-up, and I think this match, it's something fresh. Like, we haven't seen it in a while, really, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like the other world title match.
Which brings us to John Cena versus Batista.
Yes, it sure does. It will be interesting to watch, but I'm not very excited in watching it. And they put Batista over so much that I think Cena has to win. I don't know why they book it like that, but it just has to. Who do you think is going to win that one now?
My pick, which I gave earlier, is I'm a little bit split on it, because if I was booking it, I'd put Batista over, no question, because Batista's character the last couple of months, he's been on not just the role of his career, but he's found a character for himself that really fits him, that he really plays believably, and that really clicks. John Cena's the incumbent. You know, he's been the champ for 5 years. He's been the top guy. And Cena doesn't need to win this. If he loses, it doesn't matter. But Batista winning it, even if he does something a bit screwy, you know, a low blow behind the ref's back, whatever, no big deal. Batista winning this will give him momentum and will lead to more things. So I would put Batista over as to who will win. I'm going 60-40 Batista, but it's close, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. This is the one match that I'm least sure about how they're going to go on the card.
So who's your two world champions walking out of WrestleMania?
At this moment, Batista and Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, wins Money in the Bank, beats Edge for the belt. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Actually, they've never done it before.
No, they haven't. They haven't, but they've hinted on TV a few times, and this might be their last chance. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, like, if I had to put money on it, I would bet that's not going to happen. But I see the stars aligning in such a way that might be an interesting way to go, and I could see that happening. Every now and then WWE does something interesting, it catches us off guard, and this could be the thing for this year.
Ooh, very interesting.
Moving on to the main event, as far as I see it. Here's a question first that I asked the other guys. What match do you think is going to finish the show?
Well, as you said, like, if Drew McIntyre, if they end up doing that with Drew McIntyre, I can't see Drew McIntyre main event in WrestleMania.
that's a good point.
Batista and Cena, I definitely can't see main event. And so, like...
Well, in that case, because to me it's between Michaels and Taker and Cena and Batista. I don't see Edge and Jericho main eventing Mania in a million years.
No.
So you're calling Shawn and Taker?
Cena main event, and if you say it is a dirty finish or whatever, see, you don't want to disrespect the belts either, because they usually are, you know, the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But this match is just so, like, such a large-scale match, isn't it?
Michaels versus The Undertaker?
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
I haven't been more excited for a match. I actually can't remember the last time I was excited for a match like this.
Yeah. Who's going to win?
I have a question mark written down. I have no... They've done it so well that I haven't got a clue who's going to win.
That's excellent.
Part of me thinks it's going to be a draw.
Yeah. I'd considered that at one point, actually, but I stopped thinking that a couple of weeks ago. I think they need to have a finish, and I think it's going to be the main event of the show, and I'm 99% sure that Undertaker is going to win.
And then will that be the end of Shawn Michaels, you think?
It would be the end of him. I mean, in the back of my head, because when I think of finishes, I always book stuff ahead. I could see the Undertaker maybe losing his streak next year around the time that he retires, because Taker's on his last legs, and maybe having the match be like if Undertaker was in a feud with two guys and he was getting owned, you know, week after week, you know, the last pay-per-view he lost clean, whatever it was, And we put him in some situation where he's facing a group or a faction, and the guy who I'd picked to overtake would be the Miz. And Undertaker calls Shawn Michaels to come back out of retirement, because to me that is the kind of way you could write it where you wouldn't feel ripped off, because the guy who retired him, the guy who, Michaels didn't say, if I can't beat you. Well, he kind of did subsequently, but the whole story wasn't that Michaels said, I want to retire. The story was that Taker said, if you expect me to fight you again at Mania and put my streak on the line, this time you put something on the line too, because last year you put nothing on the line. And the only thing Shawn is not the only thing, but the only thing equivalent, of that level would be his career. And that's the story. So it's Taker who forced Michaels to put his career on the line. So I think the right story would be in some way for Taker to beckon him back. I don't think it'll be Shawn's last match ever, but I think it could easily signal the end of him as being a semi-active competitor, and he could move to sort of more of a Mick Foley-level guy. And to be perfectly honest with you, Darren, people complain about retirement matches, breaking stipulations. As far as I'm concerned, in other sports you get testimonials, in other sports you get, things that in wrestling, the second you're off TV, no one cares about you anymore. You get treated like crap by the promoters, by the promotions, and you're dead. If you have to have a retirement match for the sake of having what's in real life a testimonial, that's fine by me. And if Shawn wrestles again after losing this match, that's fine by me. I'm cool with that. But I think this could be, him saying, I'm 45, I'm losing all my hair, my knees are shot, my back is killing me, and my career, for all intents and purposes, as the Shawn Michaels you've known, is coming to an end.
I have it also written down. In my mind, I'm trying not to build it up too much. Because of their match last year, I think it's going to be very hard to beat it, considering both guys are so hurt at the moment and so old and broken down at this stage, Mm-hmm. I don't want to kind of build it up in my mind as, it's going to be better than last year.
Well, they have the no DQ stipulation, and, with that stipulation in mind, plus you add the fact that it's WrestleMania and these two guys are amazing, just amazing workers, and their psychology is amazing and their execution is amazing. I think, like last year, they'll rise above and deliver something really special.
I hope so, but I hope Shawn doesn't do anything really stupid.
I was thinking that exact same thing.
I hope Taker doesn't land on his head, or Shawn doesn't break his ribs moonsaulting onto the table.
Exactly. He did that with Flair, almost broke his ribs. I thought the match was going to be over. Then in the match with Taker, everybody forgets because Taker dove onto his own head, and that wasn't Sim Snuka's fault. That was Taker's fault. Everybody forgets that Shawn Michaels, with 2 bad knees at the age of 44, did a moonsault from the top rope to the floor unprotected. He literally did a moonsault from the top rope to the concrete with no catcher. I mean, that's insane. Oof. And everybody forgets that because of the Undertaker spot. And if this is Shawn's testimonial match, I'm in your boat. I wish that he'd stick to the psychology because Shawn is so great and he doesn't need to do this stuff. But either way, I'm sure it'll be a great, great match, Darren.
So that's your main event, is it? That's who you think will be on last? That's
my main event for the show. Any closing thoughts?
None really. I'm just really excited for the show. I really can't wait for it to start, and I hope all our predictions are right. I'm going to enjoy the bets.
Absolutely. Well, win, lose, or draw is going to be a hell of a show. There'll be much alcohol had and much fun had, and very best luck to all the guys. Hopefully no injuries, and hopefully everybody has a barn burner of a show. So
yeah, and actually I hope Sheamus has a very good WrestleMania, because it's the first Irish guy in how many years? Ever at WrestleMania?
I don't know. He's the first guy that I trained, so
yeah.
on a selfish level, it'd be nice to see him do well.
Hope he does well now and enjoys it. So
yeah. Well, that about does it from here. So we'll be back with our final edition of the Wrestling Dungeon. Well, as final as Shawn Michaels' retirement will be. This coming Monday with the All-Stars reviewing WrestleMania 26, which is this coming weekend, this Sunday night. And it's going to be such a great show. It's been such a great build-up, and we're so much looking forward to it. So until then, for Adam Joyce, Stevie Aaron, and indeed delicious Darren Holmes, this is Blake Norton saying we'll catch you next time.
Right here at thewrestlingdungeon.com.
Son of a bitch stole my line.